A family here in the Tampa Bay area forced to do a double take after getting quite the surprise from their power company. A bill much higher than they've ever seen, and with nowhere to turn, they called our consumer lawyer, Eric Seidel. Mr. Help Fix It, help get them out of trouble, Eric Seidel.
Well, John, a lot of us are having trouble making ends meet these days, but a huge electric bill couldn't have come at a worse time for this Pinellas Park couple. It started with a letter in the mail and ended with an email to me.
All the way up. Good.
Physical therapy 4 days a week.
Yeah, I'm a little shaky.
It's become Ed Teal's way of life since his stroke back in February. Now he and his wife June are focused on his recovery.
I was worried about my husband. I didn't want anything to happen to him, and I was afraid that they'd shut my electric off on top of it.
That's because June's last electric bill came as quite a shock.
When I opened that letter, I just about had a heart attack.
The bill from Progress Energy, more than $600.
I said, I don't have that kind of money. I'm living in low-income housing. I'm living below the poverty level.
Ed knew something was wrong since their average bill was less than $50.
We had paid our electricity every month for the past 15 years since we've been here. Every month we paid the amount that they asked for, and all of a sudden they said that we were in arrears.
When Ed and June called Progress Energy to complain, the company blamed the bill on a metering problem, but they say that didn't seem to help.
The last lady that called, she says, well, we'll knock it down to 300 and something. 300? I can't afford that. I can't go out in the backyard and pick it off the tree.
So June wrote me instead, and I went to Progress Energy.
It's regrettable. It's not a normal occurrence. It doesn't happen every day. In fact, it's a very rare occurrence, so we'd have a metering issue.
But Progress Energy spokesperson Suzanne Grant tells me that's just what happened 2 years ago when Ed and June's meter was replaced.
That the meter wasn't reading all the electricity was being used in their home. That electricity was being read on a neighbor's meter.
The built-up amount came to hundreds, but after hearing from us, Progress Energy agreed to waive the charges.
I said, holy cow, that was fast. I don't know what I would have done. I would have gone completely bananas.
And from now on,
I'm going to check my bills a heck of a lot closer, I'll tell you that.
Now, that's always a good idea. Make sure the amount looks right compared to last year's usage. So what about that neighbor who was paying the extra amount? Well, Progress Energy tells me they've been issued a credit. The lesson here, though, if you notice something unusual, call your power company. And if you still got a problem you need solved, you can email me, consumer lawyer at WTVT.com, or you can find me on My Fox Tampa Bay by clicking on Consumer. Kelly and John?
Because